Hi everybody, it's Kim. Welcome to the Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to be learning this stitch design right here. I call this the Funky Spider Sunburst because to me it looks kind of like a spider and kind of like a sunburst. Isn't that just cool? While I was working up this sample, I thought, oh my God, that would make such a pretty shirt, a summer shirt to wear over a tank top. So I went ahead and made this. This is what it looks like in a size 3 yarn cotton in a self-striping. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So let's go ahead, shall we? And learn how to make this very easy stitch. Let's start our adventure. This stitch is done in multiples of 15. If you are doing a chain, you will do multiples of 15 plus 4. And you will double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and then all the way across. If you're going to do a chainless foundation, you will do multiples of 15 plus 1. Okay, and to get that foundation row going, we're going to start with a chain 3. Wrap our yarn. We're going back into that very first chain, and we are going to go under 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through. Keep your loops on. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And now we have 2 stitches. We're going to go ahead and put a stitch marker in that very first one. Now we're going to yarn over and we're going to go into that bottom chain, going under 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1. And I always like to just pinch that. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go into that last bottom chain there, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. And we go and do this over and over until we have multiples of 15. I am doing a chain of, well, a chainless foundation of 31 stitches. So go ahead, and whichever way you're getting yours done, I will see you when you've got your 31 double crochets so that we can get this sample made. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. Now you have a choice. You can either chain 3 like this and do a double crochet in this stitch right here. This one, not this one, this one. Or you can do what I'm going to do. Do not make any chain 1. Go directly into that stitch, that very first one, and make a single. Just like that. Then put your hook into this side loop. So you have this one and this one. Go into this one and make another single. That is called a double stack. Then we are going to put our stitch marker in, and we are going to make a double crochet in the very next stitch. Now we are going to chain 3, wrap our hook. We are going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch right here, wrap your hook twice, and in that 4th chain we are going to make a treble. Put your hook in, pull it through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, just like that. Then we are going to chain 1, double wrap, skip 1, and put a treble into that next stitch, like that. Chain 1, wrap twice, skip this one, and in the next stitch put in a treble, put in your hook, pull it through, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, and wrap, pull through 2. And we're going to do that one more time. Double wrap, skip 1, and in this next stitch put in a treble. I'm going to straighten my yarn out a little bit there so it's not getting in the way. Now we are going to chain 3, wrap once. We are going to skip 1, 2, 3, and in this next 4th stitch we are going to put in a double. Wrap your hook and put a double into that very next one. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Wrap twice. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one, put in a treble. Chain 1, wrap twice. Skip 1, and in the next one, put in a treble. Grab some more yarn there. Chain 1, double wrap, skip 1, and put in a treble. Chain 1, double wrap, skip 1, go into that next one and make a treble. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Wrap, and in the 2nd stitch from the end, put in a double crochet, and then in your very last stitch, put in a double. And you have something that looks like this. For the next round, let's go ahead, turn our work. Let's make sure we've got enough yarn pulled out to not get all tangled. We are going to put in a double stack. So go into that first stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, make a single, go into that loop right there, pull through, wrap and pull through 2, and put in your handy dandy stitch marker. Wrap and make a double into that very next stitch right above that other double. Every row is going to start with 2 doubles and end with 2 doubles. Now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap your hook, go into that very first treble, the top of it, make a double. Wrap your hook into that very next treble, make a double. Wrap your hook into the third treble, make a double right on top of it. And in that last treble, wrap your hook, go into the top of it, make a double. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap your hook in the top of that double, make a double. In the top of the next double, make a double. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap your hook in the top of that treble, make a double. It's always not fun when you have a chain and then you have to make a stitch. So into the second treble, on the top of it, make a double. On top of the next treble, a double. And on top of that next treble, make a double. Chain 5. And on top of these last 2 doubles, make a double. And now you should have this. Okay, for our next row, we are going to turn. And we are going to do a double stack single right here into that very first stitch. And we're going to put a double in the top of that next. That was a pretty tight stitch. Top of that next one. And put your stitch marker in that very first stitch. Now, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of these 4 doubles, we're just going to put 1 single crochet into each of those on the top of them, just like this. Wow, that yarn got twisted. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on top of these 2 doubles, we are going to put 1 double crochet in each one. And chain 5. 3, 4, 5. And now, just like we did previously, we're going to put 1 single on top of all of those doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on top of these last 2, we're going to put a double. Just like that. So that we have at the end this. Okay, now we are going to turn and do our next row. Same thing as before. You go in, make a double stack, or chain 3 if that's what you're doing. Put in your stitch marker, make a double on top of that next double, chain 5, and just like the previous row, we are going to put a single into each of these 4 stitches. Chain 5, on top of these 2 doubles, we are going to put a double. Chain 5. And then we come to our 4 singles, and we are putting a single crochet on top of each of them. Sorry about that. And now let's chain 5. And on top of these last 2, you see I'm grabbing my chain so that it doesn't twist on me. Let's go ahead, put a double in there, and then a double right there. And now this is what we have. Okay, for our next row, let's go ahead, turn that, and you're either doing your chain 3 or you're doing a double stack. And you're putting in a double crochet on top of that next double crochet. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to wrap our hook because we are going to put a double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. So there we go. One double crochet, chain one. Into the very next one, double crochet, chain one. Into that next single, double crochet, chain one, and double crochet. Now we are going to chain three. And on top of these two, we are putting a double crochet. Chain three. And just like in the previous motif, one double crochet, chain one, one double crochet, sorry, this yarn is just being funky, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, and chain three. And into these last two double crochets, we are going to put a double crochet. I guess I gotta take this one out. So that at the end of this row, this is what we have going on. So let's continue this party. Flip our work. And as always, it's either going to be a chain three or a double stack. And put our stitch marker in. Double crochet into this next double crochet. Sorry, my hook keeps hitting the camera. Now we are going to chain three, wrap twice because we're going to do a treble again. Go into the top of that double crochet, make a treble, chain one, wrap twice, go into that next double, make a treble, chain one, wrap twice, a treble on top of that next double, chain one, wrap twice, and a treble on top of that double. Now chain three. And on top of these two, it's a double. Chain three, wrap twice, because just like we did before, we're going to put a treble on top of each of these doubles. And yes, I know, the sound of these things hitting the desk is quite annoying. Chain one, wrap twice, go into there, make a treble, chain one, Helps if you don't lose your chain, your loop off your hook. Into this next double, a treble. Chain one, and into that last double right there, we're making a treble. Then we're going to chain, you got it, 3. And on top of that double, we're making a double. And on top of this double, we are making a double. And at the end of this round, this is what we've got. Okay, are you ready for this? Because this is the last row of the repeat. So we are going to turn. I'm going to give y'all a break and not put those in. Go ahead, either chain 3 or do a double stack. Put a double on top of that double. Now we're going to put 3 doubles into this chain 3. And on top of this treble, a double. Yep. In the chain 1 space, a double. On top of the stitch, a double. And in that chain space, a double. We're going to continue this on top of every stitch, and in every chain 1 space, a double. And in every chain 3 space, 3 doubles. On top of these, a double. And that chain 3, 3 doubles. On top of that treble, a double. In the chain 1 space, a double. On top of this one, a double. In the chain space, a double. And so forth. And so on. And so it goes. Till you get to that last chain 3 space. 3 doubles. And on top of those last 2 doubles, you got it, they each get a double of their own. And this is what it looks like. Just like that. And we might go ahead and do one more repeat for 2 rows, just to make sure that you really know what's going on. So what you do to start the next repeat is either a double stack or a chain 3, whichever makes you happy. Just like this. And then you put a double into that second stitch. Then you chain 3, double wrap, skip 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth one you make a treble. Chain 1, skip 1, treble. Chain 1, skip 1, treble. Chain 1, skip 1, treble. Chain 3, skip 3, and you make 2 doubles. Chain 3, skip 3, and make a treble. Chain 1, skip 1, treble. Sorry I keep hitting the camera. Chain 1, skip 1, treble. Don't do what I just did. Although I'll be surprised if that never happens to you. Especially twice in a row. Ha ha, got you that time. Chain 1 and a skip 1 and a treble. Chain 3 and a double into those last 2. Okay. And this is all just a repeat of everything we just did down here. Okay, so you have your, starts out with a row of doubles. Then you have 2 doubles, chain 3, treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1 with a skip 1 between them. Chain 3, skip 3, 2 doubles, chain 3, skip 3, treble, space, treble, space, treble, space, treble, chain 3, and end with 2 doubles. Like that. And then you go into your next row of a double on top of those trebles, and then you have 2 rows of singles, and then you do a double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, with no skips. And on the next row, you do a treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble. And only this first row and then these last 2 have a chain 3. There's 2 of them that have chain 5s. Like that, you can go ahead, like I said, just repeat this until you have it down. It's very easy once you can figure it out. You're like, you can just do this and watch TV. No biggie. But there you have it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.